Next, I think we can have on stage Tata Communications with their presentation.
Accept compliments that come gracefully, understand and appreciate what you've done, and take it in. Don't say no, don't underplay yourself.
Success actually happens twice. Once in our mind when we visualize it, and the second time when we actually succeed.
It is very encouraging to see women representation in leadership position, and that really makes you believe that we are in the right place and that Tata.com promotes gender balance in the workplace and society at large.
It acts as a catalyst for us to try new things, innovate, and not to be afraid of failure.
One thing that I'm extremely happy and in fact proud of is that I don't remember a single incident where I felt excluded.
The opportunity that I got through Grow Engage, where I got to do good for the society on the company's time, with the company's resources. I got to do it right here and get appreciated for it. So that I think is unprecedented.
Take our company as an example. Our CTO, Gina Swan, is also a female. So I always believe with a women view, the work is more balanced and diverse.
Hi everyone. Good afternoon everyone. Okay, great. Okay, so I heard this quote. It takes an entire village to grow a girl child, and someone from Titan taught me that it takes an entire organization to raise a women leader. So with that, the context, I'm going to speak to you. My name is Allwyn Dsilva. I represent Tata Communications. I'm very happy to say that on the Bombay Chambers of Commerce board, we have our CFO, Kabir Ahmed Shakir, and we are very well invested in all the efforts on DNI. Well, with that, let me share a story, right? This goes back to me being in college, and one has to become an ally through an experience, right? You can't just become an ally because somebody told you need to become an ally for DNI, right? So I was in college, and as you can see, I'm a very tall guy, 6'10", right? I wanted to win the personality contest in my last year of my college. And it's a strange thing, right? When you go for such competitions, all the guys, they are very tall. You know, right? They wear lovely suits and they are very tall. And I am what I am. I'm just somewhere between 5'4" and 5'5". But I had everything inside me which told me that I can win. So I went up to my sister. She's in the same college, and she's very well connected in the college. I told her, I want to win this. She said, okay, why not? Just take part and you'll win. I said, no, the problem is round one. You got to walk. And when you walk, they see how you walk and they see your personality and all of that. And I might not just make it to round two. So she said, what do you want me to do? I said, can you help me get to round two? So she said, okay, you're going to win this competition. Go do anything on stage. I said, okay. So, I was very nervous standing with all the other participants. And finally, the round one started and everybody's doing their walk, right? And so did I. And I just walked very normally. But the college was erupting. Every woman in that college was shouting like they saw Tom Cruise. And the judges didn't know what's happening because this is my sister's net worth and her network that was active. Obviously, I made it to round two, right, after that kind of a response. But the judges were confused. What's with this guy that this shouting is happening? But anyways, I got to the mic and I tell my friends, if you can get me to the mic, I'll take it from there. And obviously, I won the competition from there, by the way, because I'm good. I'm good when it comes to talking. So that's the day when I truly saw the power, woman power. I felt it. It made me a hero. I can never forget this day. Till date, it gets me goosebumps, right? When I started my career, I was always working with women managers. I'm very, very lucky. And my mentor is Anjali Chatterjee. She retired as the CHRO of AirAsia. And I saw the the strategic vision, the manner in which she could see things through, and the way she always thought about the future when being present. So these are some moments which helped me, truly become an ally. And then now I'm going to talk to you about our journey. Tata Communications, DRIVE, daring, responsive, inclusive, venturing, ethical. I is me, and I is inclusive, right? So DNI, the DEI is at the center of the company's culture, right there at the center. And we launched a program called the Winning Mix. So we understand that if it's going to be winning, it's going to be a winning mix, very beautifully presented by Shell, right? We have to be a mix to be able to win. And that's where we think all 5 fingers come together, but all 5 of them are very different shapes and sizes, but only when they come together, you can make a punch. Have you ever realized if all the fingers were the same size, you would never be able to have a grip to land a punch? So that's another interesting perspective about DEI. Now, we focused on 3 elements: inclusive culture, talent attraction, and talent management. And to be able to do this, we obviously had our journey that we've traversed. And right from FY15 to FY25, there are many initiatives that we've run. I'll talk about a few which are very close to my heart, and I feel they've made a very big difference. The first one was in terms of the language of inclusion. We launched a communication guide on what's the language of inclusion, right? That's the first step. The second thing we did was we launched a program called LEAP, Life Event Assistance Program. This is for those employees going on caregiver leaves, long leaves, right? Now, there are elements to this program. The first thing is confidential counselor support that they can reach out to, okay? Because they are disconnected from the company, they should get that support if they need it. Second is equip the people managers of those employees on how they can be inclusive to employees on those long caregiver leaves. The third element was parenting advice, because they are starting a new chapter of their life. So we provide them that parenting advice and we enable it for them. We regularly communicate and send emails and tell them what's happening in the company. So we tell them that, you are in our minds and hearts, and by the way, all this is happening in the company. So you still feel in touch with the company, okay? And finally, we send them updates regarding policies, and we have many policies which, enable this. I'm going to talk about the first one, which really makes a big difference. It's called Make Each Women Count, which is a women employee retention initiative, where we ensure that if there's an attrition from a women employee, we put in that extra effort, to make sure that we can retain. The second one is Each One Bring One. It's a focused referral program to ensure that we could get very quality referrals and hire more women employees. The other one is the regional ERGs and the global ERG, which is right now work in progress. I will now shift towards our learning program, which is the one that won last year. And we decided not to participate this year so others can win. I'm just kidding. So this is the program, and it has 4 elements to it. Anchor, Emerge, Reach, and Rise. I will quickly take you through all of them. Emerge is for the junior management employees. This is where we focus on mindset to mindflex, influencing without authority, because they are at junior management, building partnerships, courageous presence, and you could see snippets of the programs. And we copied the IPL iPods concept, where you can actually come and share what you learned, share that time with each other and go back. So we copied the IPL iPods into the Emerge iPods that we call them. The next is Reach, is for middle management. Here the focus is different. As you can see, it's on emotional intelligence, speed mentoring, group coaching, and the whole idea is expand horizons, building confidence. This is that at a stage where they're going to enter the senior management, right? They're at mid-management, so the pedigree and the pedagogy of the program is different. It's very in-person and very immersive. This we do with the Tata Management Training Center. Third is Rise. This is for our senior management women employees, whom we are grooming to be CXOs in the organization, and they spend a 5-day program at TMTC, and they focus on personal branding, strategic thinking, fostering innovation and trends in Gen AI and all that. We also take them to the JLR plant. We take them to we have a plant which is completely run by women employees for Tata Harrier. You'll be happy to know it's completely run by women employees. And we also took them to Starbucks to experience, how we have D&I working there. It's a Tata Group company. We have lots of companies with lots of examples that we can take them to create. Finally, anchor. Anchor is very important because this one is about creating a foundational, environment where there are honest conversations about bias, identity, inclusion, and we allow people to reflect that if we need to make it work, we need to create an environment where diversity can flourish. I will now leave you with a video, which is actually the last 2 minutes of a video that we created for, I'll ask my colleague to help me here. Okay. Yeah, this is a summary video of what we've done. So let's keep creating the winning mix. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for that amazing presentation, and really appreciate how you brought facts to life with such wit. It was really good to hear you. And also, it was great to see how Tata Communications is building an inclusive environment for everyone and building the workspace that way.